Hi everyone, so today we're taking a look at Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a first look review for the next gen consoles. Obviously we'll be back with a lot more detail over this next week. Now this is Grand Theft Auto 5 for next gen for Xbox One and PS4, with PC coming in January. Now, obviously the first impressions here have to be the graphical update they have done. The textures have been generally improved across the board, though I could still see some lower resolution textures seemingly in the environment. The lighting model has been made much more complex, and it really shows. They've done a lot of work to improve the quality of the shadows, especially anti-aliasing around the shadows. They no longer shimmer like they used to. It feels very much a next-gen presentation. Unfortunately, it's let down a little bit by the character animation, which now does feel decidedly last gen, especially within the facial animation. That's only a small quibble really, in my opinion. We did also spot some slight strangeness within the cutscenes, where the outline of the actual characters would almost look like they were kind of popping in and out like a shimmer. This may very well be an ambient occlusion issue. Everything we know and love from the previous Grand Theft Auto games is here. This is, at the end of the day, just an HD remake, as it were, albeit one that has been lavishly updated. This is certainly not a cheap presentation by any stretch of the imagination. The new first-person mode really does change up the gameplay in ways I wasn't really expecting. We now have two versions of Grand Theft Auto available to us really, one which you can play in third person, one which you can play in first person. Now you can switch between them in real time, but it is totally changing the way you kind of approach doing missions, the shooting mechanics, driving, everything. It's almost like having to turn it up to 11 from your skill set point of view. Now they've been smart here of Rockstar. They've given you multiple ways that you can kind of tune that first person mode, and at what point you can pop into third person mode. Effectively, if you were to dive into cover for instance, it could then immediately jump into third person mode, making aiming and so on just that little bit easier. There's plenty of flexibility here for how you want to use that first person mode, but I have to say it has a real impact on the way this game actually plays that I just wasn't expecting. It really is like they've given us a first person shooter and an optional third person game as well, but obviously the ability to switch between those, well, it's different. That's probably the best thing I can say about it, and it does offer a reason to replay your way through Grand Theft Auto 5 to experience this new perspective on the game. Now, so far I have to say, the mission structure is exactly the same, and it can be frustrating and difficult at times, especially if you happen to crash into some procedurally generated car coming the other way that wasn't there on a previous playthrough. So do bear in mind this is Grand Theft Auto 5, and all of the same issues and concerns are still there in this remake, as it were. The difficulty tuning can be a pain in the backside at the best of times, but this is Grand Theft Auto 5 and it has never looked this good. We'll be back with a more detailed look at Grand Theft Auto 5 later this week, and do look out for a live stream later today where we'll be, well, playing it live for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, and do please like and comment on these videos as well. We love to chat. We're 100% independent. Help keep us that way. Become a patron on Patreon and support us with $1 a month to help keep us 100% independent. An honest opinion direct from the UK. All patrons are entered into our monthly prize draw to win items from our review bag. And once again, thanks for watching.